We are so back. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Asked a few of my friends, what album do you think people should listen to once in their life? Before I give you the answer, I'm going to give you a technical definition of an album. I'm going to give you the definition of what one of my friends said an album means to them. An album is a collection of recordings issued as a single item on a CD, record, or another medium. And this is what my friend Lay just said an album means to her.
An album to me means like, it basically is like a story to me, because most albums do have a story. Like whatever the artist wants you to like know about or listen to, they most likely correlate that with the rest of the songs on the album, especially like creative artists with like alternative music. It's really nice to listen to, especially if you listen closely.
What was the point of telling you this, you might say? I'm trying to imply the idea that albums can just be a group of songs to someone, but for others it could mean way more than that. It can influence someone to start something they haven't done before or change their life. It can influence someone in ways they've never felt before. Like it might influence someone to try something out they've never done before, or help the homeless, or other examples. But basically, I'm trying to say that an album is not just a piece of music to somebody. Storytelling. An album is life experiences. It's lessons of emotion. To emphasize my point, I will now give you the answer of what my friend said are albums people should listen to once in their life. We have To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar, Back to Black by Amy Winehouse, Blonde by Frank Ocean, Lemonade by Beyonce, Thriller by Michael Jackson, and Control by SZA. Why are these answers so relevant to the prompt? Why are they so influential to people? These albums all share strong emotion, barrier bending. They stem from cultural or personal relative experiences, or you can just tell from listening how much time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears these artists have put into these albums. And we tend to feel more connected to stuff we just know people like, didn't have it. I would also like to point out two things that my friends weirdly just similarly said. I basically went along with the idea of chatting with one of my friends. We basically just chatted about music today and how people treat music differently, basically, and this is what she said. I would like to note my friend, I asked them a very vague question about the subject of albums, and it just basically crazily said exactly what I've been trying to say in this video. So I will play the full thing after, and she basically made these voice messages while I was recording, so I didn't see them. And while editing now, I see them, and I'm just like, why not fit that whole 1 minute, 2 minute message in this video? So I won't only be showing her views on albums, but I'll also be showing her views on music in general and how music is taken today.
Albums and music in general to me is so very important, not only for me, but I feel like for society as a whole, because I just feel like music is such a vital outlet for artists and such a unique way in which one can express themselves, because it allows you to express yourself artistically through sound waves and frequencies, whether it be with physical instruments or your own voice. And I feel like that's something very special. It unites people, it unites communities, it unites society, it makes people feel seen, people can identify with it. And I feel like that's something truly special and something that you don't really see outside of music, you know what I mean? And as of recently, I feel like music has been getting kind of gentrified with, TikTok and other social media platforms, and listening to music has become kind of a competition on who can have the most niche and unique music taste. But regardless of that, music is so incredibly ingrained into our society, and I feel like a lot of people take that specific art form for granted or don't take it serious enough. But it's just so beautiful to me how there's really a countless amount of artists who have been able to profit off of their work, their expressions, their creativity in music and such. It's just, I don't know. It sounds like a bit stupid when I verbalize it, but it's genuinely, I love music so much.
And I also asked another one of my friends how he feels albums are taken into consideration nowadays, and he is a music creator. And I asked him, as a music creator, How do you think people articulate albums, and what does that mean to you? And he quote unquote said, albums used to be treated like art instead of Pokemon cards for people to just brag about, to be different. Like, no one listens to Netspin, they just say that to be different. That's how Ian blew up. And if you don't know, Ian is, just do your own research. Ian is basically a new rapper that popped up in the underground scene, and he's caused a lot of backlash. The second question, why are these people so influential to these people? Why are these artists and albums so influential to these people? My friend Tay answered with the album Back to Black by Amy Winehouse, which, mind you, came out in 2006 or 7 in a separate, different continent. And why was that so influential to her? This was her answer. Just the simplicity of the album, like easy listening of it, and each song has a different story, but as a whole tie in together. All these albums really share the characteristics of valuing art, and I've came to a pinpoint of why albums should be respected. Albums can be so influential to people no matter the background. Albums should be taken as an art form instead of just, as my friend Chris said, a collection of Pokemon cards that people listen to just to feel validated. I feel like we should also treat the artists that make these albums not like rag dolls, but like human beings. But that's another subject for another video. And I hope you enjoyed this video. It was shorter than I expected. What is an album you think someone should listen to once in their life? What are your views on albums? Did you agree or disagree with any of my statements? I would like to hear your comments or rebuttals down below. Hit that like button, do whatever you want, I don't really care. But I hope you liked the video. And yeah, I appreciate you if you made it this far. Thanks for watching. And I hope I'm better on my speech skills. I kind of have like a little stutter. My heart is beating. That's at 130 beats per minute right there. Yeah, my heart's pumping, dude. I don't know why I'm so scared actually, but I really wanted to get this point across, and I hope the music industry turns into something like it did before. And all we can do is hope. All we can do is hope.